Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of the Lookout Podcast. I'm honored to have Walt. Is it Wasser?
Yes, Wasser.
Walt Wasser, and really king of smoke jumpers. And I messed this up before, so my brain is still a little dyslexic on it. You have the most fire jumps of any smoke jumper?
Right, correct.
And how about total jumps?
I have 834. Dale Longnecker has the most total jumps. He has 900, 900 and something. So,
gotcha.
But I have the most fire jumps.
Oh, gotcha. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, how many fire jumps do you have again?
I have 395.
295 fire
Yeah.
jumps. That is a lot. For folks who aren't really familiar with smoke jumping, that is a lot. Because, I mean, like on good years, I guess probably average 10, 15 jumps for most jumpers.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I don't think I ever even broke into double digits.
Yeah.
Forest Service is, as you know, because you jump both Forest Service and
Correct.
BLM.
Correct.
Yeah. But did you experience that Forest Service, like not as many jump opportunities as for the BLM?
I think the BLM had more opportunities for jumping. So I made more jumps with BLM than I did with Forest Service.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to set this mic up for you. Sorry, Walt. Let me just get this a little closer to you. Is that all right?
That's great.
All right. Yeah, it sounds a little better too.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, and if you want to suck it in further, whatever's comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I got so excited. I
Yeah.
rushed into this. Yeah, honored to have you, man. And
395.
395 jumps.
So that comes out to about 12 a year for 33 years.
12 years for 33 years. Wow.
Yeah,
What was your biggest year then?
It was in, let's see, I think it would be 1994. I had 24 fire jumps that year.
24 fire
Yeah.
jumps in 94?
Yes.
Holy cow. And at that point, were they doing like an annual jump king?
Yeah.
So you obviously were.
No, I wasn't.
What?
We had people, I think the Jump King that year had 28.
No way.
Yeah.
Man. Like nowadays, 24, I think you'd be head and shoulders above everybody.
Yeah. It was a big year.
Yeah. It was 94, you said?
Yeah.
Where were you jumping then?
I was jumping out of Boise, but it was, we hit every base. I hit every base that year. It was a really, really busy year.
That is awesome, man. That has to be nuts because 24 jumps and 3-4 month season.
Right, from about the end of May till the first part of October.
Man,
Yeah,
that is a lot of jumps.
yeah.
So 24 and I'm trying to do some quick math and I'm not good at it, but it's a lot of jumps a month because you probably, end of May. So you said about end of May to early October.
Yeah, about the 1st of October,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So yeah, really, end of May, maybe get a couple, but end of May for most folks, no, it's still kind of wet in most places, but June probably got super busy. And
Yeah, well, it started out in Alaska.
oh yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, that
So
early.
we got to Alaska. Alaska was busy. Then we came down south and continued from there.
Jeez, Walt, man. And before I get ahead of myself, because I want to mention this so I don't forget, you also had a bad injury that you came back from.
Yeah, in 1990, I broke my femur.
Man.
Yeah.
On a jump then, right?
Yeah, it was in the Mount Jefferson Wilderness in Oregon. And that was like August 16th.
Oh,
I
man.
remember that day.
Yeah, I bet. Holy cow. August 16th?
Yeah.
Hot day, I bet. Imagine.
Yeah.
And were you jumping for BLM at that point? Or?
I was jumping with BLM, but I was jumping out of Redmond.
Oh, you're jumping at Redmond?
Yeah. So we were boosting Redmond.
Oh, boosting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because I find that, I feel like I do a decent job of following smoke jumper history, but then something will happen where I'm like, wait a minute, Idaho City, I just had found out, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I always thought Idaho City was like the pre-Boise.
It was.
That's what I was thinking.
That was a Boise Forest Service. Boise used to be a Forest Service base. They were a Forest Service base, I think, from 73 till 79.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
Yeah, and then and Idaho City was before them, and then I can't remember what date Idaho City started, but then they moved Idaho City to Boise in 73.
Oh, gotcha.
And then there was nobody in Boise from after 79 till 1986 when the BLM took it over.
Oh, really? So the Forest Service just kind of abandoned it?
They combined Boise with McCall.
Oh, gotcha.
So all the jumpers out in Boise that wanted to go stay jumping, they had to go to McCall.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because a fella, I think he was wearing an Idaho City badge, or at least the badges that we have.
Yeah.
And it said it said Idaho City, but he was claiming McCall when he introduced himself.
Yeah.
And that's where my wires kind of got crossed. I'm like, wait a minute, because I just always thought that Idaho City was BLM. So.
Okay, so what happened back then in the late '70s? They did a big study, and they were going to try to make this just make 4 super bases.
Oh.
One was Missoula, one was Redmond, one was Reading, and what's the other one? So Reading, Missoula, and McCall.
Oh, McCall. Oh.
So McCall, Missoula, Redmond, and Reading.
Oh, okay.
So those were going to be the super bases. So by making these super bases, they're going to they closed down Boise. Boise folded right away, and they wanted to close down Cave Junction, which lasted a couple of years, and then they're going to close down Winthrop. But Winthrop persevered through the storm, and they were able to stay open. And Grangeville would have been closed, and same with West Yellowstone. But they were stable long enough to where they were able to stay there. But Boise and LeGrand also, LeGrand, Oregon folded.
Yeah.
So LeGrand, Boise, and Cave Junction all folded because of that study.
Oh, gotcha. And what year was your rookie again?
79.
So, what year did you say Boise folded? Was that the same year?
Yeah, it was the last year, Boise.
Oh, so you actually did you actually spend some time in Boise as a Forest Service guy then?
Well, back then, McCall and Boise they would jump in the same territories and stuff. And there were times when we'd be on the Boise National Forest, and Boise would have a DC-3, and then McCall would have a DC-3, and they're both jumping out at the same time in tandem and stuff.
Really?
And we'd be manning the same fires.
Man, that is cool.
And a couple of jumpers that started later in Boise, they had earlier rookie training, so they came up to McCall to train with us.
Oh, gotcha.
So I have a couple of guys that were Boise jumpers that were on my rookie class.
Oh, wow.
In fact, one of the guys that are here today is Gene Manzer. He's from he was one of my rookie bros.
Oh, very cool.
But he was a Boise jumper.
Man, that's wild. Did he get absorbed by McCall then?
Yes.
And continue
Yes.
jumping? Oh,
Yes.
gotcha. So there might be a chance where someone rookied in Boise as a Forest Service jumper and then retired, moved on or whatever, and they were Boise. That's cool to think about. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Boise Forest Service. Because, as long as I've been jumping and as long as I've known, it's always been BLM.
Yeah. And the Forest Service built the loft in Boise. Yeah, that was their loft.
No.
And then it was abandoned for several years when the jumpers left, and they used it for the Radio Shack and other things. And then finally, when the Boise BLM came in there, they kind of took it back over again, and they made it a full-time base.
The same one that's there today?
Yes.
Oh, no way. I've been in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I got a cool photo of me in there. I had no idea.
Yeah, that was Forest Service base.
Man, that's cool to know. Yeah, man, thanks for sharing that, Walt. Did you get a jump out of Cave or LeGrand then before you shut down?
LeGrand I did.
Did you?
And I boosted Cave one time, but never got a jump out of there because they moved us from there to Reading. So that was my last, my rookie year. We just got to see the base, but I didn't jump out of there. But LeGrand, I got a few jumps out of there.
Oh, really? That is so cool, man. Yeah. Like, it's cool you got to see both. With your brief time at both, which one would you say is there one that's better than the other?
Well, you know what? I wasn't in Cave very long, so I can't really say. But LeGrand was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like the way the base was laid out, were they similar? Or?
Yeah.
They're both kind of smaller.
They're kind of like Grangeville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of thinking from the photos. I've never been to either one.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those folks at both bases, it's kind of cool to see like who did either the whole career or most of their career at either Cave or LeGrand, and just the cool love that they still have for it.
Yeah.
Because I just found out about the Gobi thing the other day, and I didn't know. I thought maybe it stood for something, but what was his name? Paul Fieldhouse, I think. I think his dad was a base manager, and he somehow involved, and he's the one who nicknamed it the Gobi.
I don't really know. It was definitely a Region 6 thing.
Yeah.
But they used to have a Gobi trophy. It was kind of like a traveling trophy that if you boosted the base, you're supposed to steal the Gobi and then bring it back to your base. And when they boosted, they were supposed to take it back and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was way back then.
That's cool. Where'd the Gobi end up? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
That's part of my new mission with this podcast. I want to find that because that's cool.
Find a Gobi.
Yeah. What does it look like, dude?
Like this.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen like pictures or was there a T-shirt?
There might have been, but it was just like the wrist, like this. That's all it looked like was just like that.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was just like on a
wood. It was a little wooden statue.
Oh, really?
Of a hand.
How big were we talking?
This big.
Oh, really? Oh, all right. So it'd be easy to stick it in like your red bag or something and take it with you. Ah, cool. I wonder if anyone has that thing still.
No.
Man, Yeah, like I kind of like that stuff. You know, like the red jumpsuit, Francis Lovkins.
Yeah.
Did you see it today at the museum?
I didn't see it today.
Oh, it's at the Museum of Mountain
Yeah.
Flying, or was like last year I saw it.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny when I first heard about that. I think it might have been from it was from Bill Moody. You know Bill from
Sure.
NCSP.
Sure.
Yeah, and he had shared some photos with him wearing it, and then Francis wearing it. I
Right.
was like, that's cool looking.
Yeah.
And he wasn't exactly sure where it ended up.
Yeah.
And then I talked to Larry, and I think Larry. I don't know if Larry knew exactly where it ended up, but he knew like Kim Maynard and her husband were trying to get it on display and make some remake a few of the jumpsuits for other bases to have on display, like NCSB and Missoula. And so I don't think Larry Lufkin exactly knew it was gone yet, because it was at Evergreen, and Larry tried to get it a while ago, and Evergreen didn't want to give it up. And then they were going out of business, the Museum of Evergreen, because I think the aircraft company I think was going out of business. And correct me if I'm wrong on any of this stuff, because I'm a bit fuzzy on it, but Kim Maynard somehow called him and talked him into letting the Museum of Mountain Flying have it. So she brought it here, and I think my friend Aaron Thorpe at the base here made a replica of it.
Okay.
And now it's back at the Museum of Mountain Flying, and
Cool.
just a cool thing. But like when I first heard about it, like I didn't know where it was, and lo and behold, it was here the whole time that I was looking for it. And then, you know, I just like someone told me like, I think that same suit's at the Museum of Mountain Flying. So me and the family like took a tour to the museum, which was cool to get an excuse to go check out Miss Montana too.
Sure.
And then there it was. So then, this next thing might be the Gobi. But I thought it stood for something, but I guess it's just the Gobi Desert because it got so hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly. It was just their little traveling trophy, and I'm not exactly sure where it started or whatever happened to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I wonder. I mean,
You'll have to ask somebody from Region 6.
Yeah, someone would know for sure.
One of the old guys from there.
Yeah, I wonder. Do you know Murray Taylor?
Yes.
Is he here?
Yes.
I'll see if I can bug him maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think he would know?
He would probably know.
Let's see. That guy's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, I would hit him up, or maybe even Trooper Tom.
Oh, Trooper Tom?
He's here.
Yeah, I've never met him. I'll be able to go see if I can find him.
Yeah.
There's so many people in the jump world that have just like a vast knowledge of our history, and you know, I've been doing the social media thing, and apologies for messing that up.
Okay. Yeah, another one might know would be Tom Koyama. He's here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm about to have you point me out to some of these folks.
Yeah. Because I know Tom started in Cave Junction.
Oh, really?
And then he went to I think he went to McCall after Cave folded.
Oh, yeah.
So he went to McCall. So.
Man, how'd you end up at McCall? Like, random?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Did you just shotgun your app out there? And...
Yeah.
Wow.
I applied for all the bases, and they're the ones that picked me up.
Oh, very same. That's how I ended up at NCSB. I just kind of whoever would take me.
Yeah.
Man, very cool. I bet McCall was tiny back then, huh?
Yeah, it was smaller, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 45, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I mean, I was just talking about the town.
The town was smaller too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Because, like since I haven't been back there since 13.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to go there on a boost in my rookie season, and people let me know I was lucky because a lot of people don't seem to get there. And it was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
And I've heard it's gotten quite a bit bigger in just like 12 years since I've been there, which happens. When you were there, though, it was the original base, right?
Yes.
Was that a cool base?
It was fine.
Yeah, was it?
I mean, I don't know if it's any different. I mean,
yeah,
it's just different.
Totally. Yeah. So I've only seen one photo of it. That's why I'm curious. And I read a little bit of the history on it. And the original base manager, are you familiar with his name? I can't think of it off the top of my head. I read a story about him because
I'm kind of thinking like how far back those, like Del Catlin or something like that, or let's see, when I was there was Harry Roberts.
Harry Roberts,
yeah, that was who was there when I was there, but that was in '79, so there's a lot of people before then. I can't remember who the original was.
I can't remember either.
But the thing that was kind of weird about that base though was, it was a mile from the airport.
That's what I was gonna say.
So when you got a fire call, you got dressed right there. They had the ready room right there. You got in the bus or a truck or whatever, and they shipped you to the airport.
Man.
And then they built a ready room at the airport, and then they were putting like first load and maybe first, second loads would hang out at the airport and stuff. And this is all before they built the new base.
Yeah.
So now the base is right there on the airport, so they don't have to do all that.
Is the ready room? So where the new base is, was that where the ready room was?
No, it was over on the the other road, that perpendicular road, that over by C Buenos.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So if like you're sitting
Yeah.
looking at the airstrip in the new base, it's
Yeah.
like the other side, right?
Yeah, and before they had that ready room, if it was really busy, there's a little shack on the same street there, but right on the corner there, and we used to just hang out in the grass right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, see, I love these stories
Yeah.
because it's so cool because it's still kind of. I mean, jumping had been around for a little while when you were
Yeah,
a kid, but
yeah.
like it's still not as like now it's we got our established bases
Yeah.
and whatever we do, it's a little more, I guess. I don't know, organized, I guess is
Yeah.
the word. I mean, not that you guys weren't organized. It's
Yeah.
just
It's different.
it's different. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really wish I would have got
Yeah.
to jump when you were jumping, man.
Yeah. I think one of the advantages of the old days of jumping was we didn't have resource orders.
Oh.
If there was a fire call, lookout would call it in, and they say, we'd get the fire call, we'd jump in the plane, and they say, we'll give you the coordinates in the air. Just head this way.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then they would radio them in, and we were ready to go. We didn't have to sit there and wait for a resource order, to go and stuff. And there was a lot more. And it also seemed like they jumped in earlier in the day too, like at dawn a lot more.
Yeah.
Show up at 6 but nowadays it seems like they have to have their big meetings and stuff in the morning, decide what they're going to send everybody at and stuff, because you don't ever hear about them really jumping at dawn.
That's a good point, man.
Yeah.
Even like when I would get, say we got a start the night before, like,
Yeah,
so,
right.
like tonight, then we get a text message like, be at the base and ready by 8 or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
It wasn't anything crazy
Yeah.
early, and it usually like we weren't actually taking off till 9 or
Yeah.
something,
And they can jump at sunrise, so.
Which I think most people would prefer, at least
Right.
me,
Well, plus it gives you can get a better handle on the fires.
Yeah, without having the heat of the day just bearing down. 'Cause I mean,
Right.
you get in the plane at 9, you fly, and maybe it takes you 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
jump off, and by the time you're ready to fight fire, it could be 10 o'clock, and it's
Sure.
starting to get hot,
Yeah.
especially in August.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. And another thing I forgot about today, because you just don't think about it, like in your daily, but John Spencer, who I interviewed earlier, he was talking about his, I think it was his 50th jump, was a midnight jump in Alaska, so he got like this cool,
Yeah.
picture of him jumping at midnight,
Yeah.
and it's like land of the midnight sun.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because you don't think about it really until you're up there, and I was like, man,
Right.
I think my first jump was like 11:30 or 11:45 at night.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
don't even think about that. You probably have a few midnight jumps, huh?
I've done a couple of their night jumps like that, so
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
it is, because
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like anything.
No, it doesn't seem that late.
No, it's kind of like this out, like when I
Yeah.
jumped, maybe even brighter.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Where did you go to all the spike bases then in Alaska as well, or?
Pretty much, yeah.
And
Yeah.
sorry, it just hit me just as I was asking that question. Was Anchorage a base too then?
No.
When did?
I
do you know
can't. I can't. It was in the 70s when they moved back to Fort Wainwright, but I can't remember when it was.
Oh, so there wasn't two. They weren't.
No,
exist
there was
at the
never
same
two
time.
bases.
Oh.
They moved it to Fairbanks.
Oh, nice. Might be a little better that way. I mean, kind of central, and
yeah.
then.
Well, that's where most of the fires are.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
I mean, Anchorage, there's not that many fires down the south, so
yeah,
they're all up in the interior.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
A little prettier place probably,
Yeah.
Anchorage, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, man, yeah, Fairbanks being central and nice, and kind of a pain to get out of the base and off the base, but like it's kind of nice once you're there because
Yeah.
no one's gonna bug you.
Right.
You're isolating your own little island on the military base, which I really liked.
Yeah.
But man, Anchorage would be a little bit more pretty. I imagine.
Yeah.
Haven't spent much time there, but I made it out to McGrath for a little bit. And
Yeah.
Did you ever make it out that way?
I was in McGrath and Galena and Fort Yukon. Spent a lot of time at Fort Yukon, and then Bettles and
Bettles, yeah.
yeah. So
Bettles is more central in north, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because I was out near like Bethel or something on a
Yeah.
jump, and I kept mixing them up.
Yeah.
Is Bettles above the Arctic Circle? It's got to be
It's
kinda
close.
close,
It's
right?
close. Yeah. I know Fort Yukon is.
Oh, it is.
It's barely like 9.
Oh.
It's like 9 miles above the Arctic Circle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And so I was up there. They had Fort Yukon. I think they had Bettles open for a minute, but the spike bases only had open were Fort Yukon, McGrath, Galena, and I said like maybe Bettles for a second,
Yeah.
but I don't think they left it open very long.
Right.
Are they all kind of similar?
They're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
And then also Tok, which is on the east end of the state. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tok was.
Kind of near Canada then?
Yeah, it's near Canada.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you make it out there?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is it similar to all the others?
Yeah.
Man, well, you've been everywhere, man. That's so awesome.
So an interesting fire I had when
Yes.
in out of I can't even remember. It must have been out of Galena, but We went to a fire. There was 8 of us, right? And there were 3 fires. One fire was burning pretty good, so they dropped 4 guys on it.
Yeah.
The next one was burning a little, not quite as big, but it was still going pretty. But they only dropped 3 of the guys on that one, and the other third fire was really small, so the spotter just dropped me on that one by myself.
A single matter?
Single manner, yeah.
That's the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah, and then he dropped me on that one, and then I had some gunny sacks, no cargo, just gunny sacks. So I jumped it, and I put the fire out, and then it was like 2 or 3 acres, just beating it out, So it went out pretty fast, but I beat it out. Then I walked. It was like 2 miles to the other fire, and joined the other 3 guys, and we put that fire out, and then. We got off it the next day. So
man, that's nuts.
A single man fire.
Single man fire.
Yeah.
Jeez, Walt,
Yeah.
you are a true living legend, my friend. I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Man, see, this is what I love about that. Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and the record for fire jumps.
Yeah.
Man, it's so cool. And
Yeah.
then, I mean, a couple miles. I mean, Alaska's huge, so probably not too bad. But I mean, that can be tough walking.
It was probably 50 miles north of Nome.
Oh, really?
Nome, Alaska, yeah.
Oh, wow. What was it? Was it the tundra like?
Yeah, it was, but the tundra was really short, so it was pretty easy to walk on.
Oh, gotcha.
It was just kind of weird because it's around midnight, the sun's shining on your back, and you're just walking out, and there's nobody around for millions of miles, and just walking through the tundra, it almost feels like somebody's following you or something.
I bet.
Yeah.
You're like, it feels like a weird movie.
Yeah.
It probably feels like being on another planet a little
yeah,
bit.
it kind of did. So.
Man. Yeah, that's how I felt when I had my first jump. Was not quite as cool.
Yeah.
Definitely not a single matter,
Yeah.
and I almost didn't make the island, so really not as cool. But
Yeah.
land on this little island, one of the native groups. It was one of their like sacred lands because we kept passing fire after fire after fire, and I'm like, not us. Oh, maybe the next one. No, and like then I'd have the headset on, so I didn't know that we had a priority.
Sure.
We jumped the island, and it was that real like mattress, waterbed stuff.
Sure.
And, holy cow! Like where I landed was like tussocks and kind of rough, so I kind of got like pinned in there, and, and I got my pack out bag, all everything back in it, my pack and gear and everything, and PG bag, and hiked to meet everybody else. Yeah. So I'm like kind of jumping from tussock to tussock, and then just all of a sudden it changed to that like tundra-y waterbed thing, and I was like, whoa, man, feels like I got hit in the head or something because all of a sudden like, my balance was a little weird and having that big pack on. Sure. People tell you about it, but I wasn't thinking about it, and then it's still, until you experience it, it's
that's why you don't walk very far in the tundra.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
That's what I was wondering. Like when you said a couple miles, like, geez, man, that's a long ways.
Yeah, for some reason the tundra was really short, only about it was kind of solid too, so it was pretty easy to walk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then here's a question for you, and like because I never really thought about it until someone asked me just recently about like the making a tundra cooler, like cutting a chunk out. Yeah. Can you do that pretty much all over Alaska then?
Only where there's permafrost.
Oh, it's not the whole state then?
It's not the whole state.
Oh, okay. In my head, I was thinking the whole state.
Yeah, like you go down south around Palmer and stuff, they don't have tundra down there.
Oh, gotcha.
It's got to be where there's actually tundra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, man, it's cool though when you do get some, like...
Right.
Because that's another thing someone had told me about, and then I forgot, and then one of the bros who'd been up there before, just plunged a chainsaw into the... ground and cut out a square and put because we had a fresh food drop, and awesome steaks, and so we stuck it in there. And it stayed nice and cold. It was really cool. Man, I'm trying to think. What do you have another jump that kind of stands out? Like, you probably got a million of them. But.
Yeah, there's a few that stand out, but I'd say my favorite jump was probably was in the Grand Gulch Primitive area in Utah.
Oh, right.
Because we jumped. It's like we go into this fire, and there's like just big crack in the earth, and you can see smoke coming up. And you go over there, and it's like the walls were like about 500 foot tall, and we just jumped in this crack in the earth, and it was wide enough, so it wasn't a big deal. And where we landed, there was a bunch of like cliff dwellings and stuff.
Oh, very good. So your jump spot was actually in the bottom of the crack.
Right at the bottom, and stuff, and you couldn't walk out of there because the walls were about 500 feet high.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was pretty wide though. It wasn't like really narrow. I mean, they could bring a helicopter in there, but we had cliff dwellings right there and stuff. And the Anasazi Indians had all these cliff dwellings and stuff, and you could actually see some of the corn cobs they actually had in there from 700 years ago. So it was really cool.
That is really cool, man. I'd never even heard of that area.
Yeah, it's I've never heard of it before. You don't hear about it too much, but it's called the Grand Gulch Primitive Area.
Grand Gulch Primitive. Is it southern?
It's southern Utah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it not too far out from like Zion or?
Yeah, it's near that kind of near that area and stuff.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's a wild part of the world.
yeah,
That's like being on a different planet.
yeah,
when
it
you go there.
is. So and they got trails and stuff that go into it and stuff and actually the second time we were there we couldn't jump into the bottom, we had to jump on top, and we found a way into the canyon and stuff and fought a fire there too. So
Oh wow!
so I've been able to jump 2 fires there.
Man, that's special.
Yeah.
Walt. That is so cool, man.
Another one was jumping about a mile from the north rim of the Grand Canyon.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're on a 2-manner.
Yeah,
And we're like 1 mile from the Grand Canyon.
dude.
So that was cool.
That is very cool,
Yeah.
man. And as you know, evenings in the Grand Canyon, in that canyon country, is
Yeah.
so cool. Like sunsets are amazing because
Oh,
the
yeah.
mountains and everything gets
Yeah.
silhouetted.
Yeah.
Oh man, that had to be amazing.
Yeah.
2-manner, so you're only on it for a shift or two then, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
nice.
a shift. One shift. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why jumping the Great Basin out of Boise is so good, because you get these cool like fires in these cool spots,
Yeah.
and usually it's kind of quick.
Yeah.
I mean, not always, but and what brought you to Boise then? I guess.
BLM had more opportunities
Yeah.
than the Forest Service.
Same when I was jumping.
Yeah.
My second year, I was trying really hard to get on with Boise.
Yeah.
'Cause, I spent a good chunk of my rookie season boosting the Great Basin.
Yeah.
I went to Pocatello, went to Boise. I think I actually just stayed out of Pocatello.
Yeah.
But I got jump in Idaho, and then I got jump in Utah.
Yeah.
And nothing really noteworthy about it, but it was just pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Mm.
And then man, that's a weird noise. Did you hear that?
What?
That was like
Beep.
a weird beep noise.
I think it was my phone.
Oh gosh. I thought maybe like the fire people were coming because they're like,
No.
just make sure you're not blocking any
No,
fire stuff
no.
yesterday. But then, and then I was going to mention about, like the Grand Canyon jump and the other one you just mentioned.
Yeah.
These places, at least for me, a lot of the places I got to go on fire, I had no idea existed. If
Yeah,
I didn't go
right.
on fire, I have no
Right.
no idea. Like this place in Northern California was like the McCalmney or something, like wilderness.
Mm.
It was kind of near Tahoe. Just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Which forest?
Oh man, what force is it on? I don't know. We ended up flying in out of California, and I was a crew boss for the Great Northern. It was man, what the heck? I can't think of. Plumas is too far south, right? Then up Tahoe.
Plumas is like near Lassen.
Yeah, I think Plumas is too far south.
Yeah.
Dang it! I wish I could remember what forest it was. Shasta Trinity, maybe? Is that all? Is that a
That's
good chunk of the north?
That's northern California.
I wonder if it's on the Shasta Trinity.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty big, isn't it? Shasta
Yeah, yeah.
Trinity?
There used to be the Trinity National Forest and the Shasta National Forest, and they combined them into the Shasta Trinity.
Yeah, not long ago, right?
It's been a while.
Has it been? Oh man, maybe I
Yeah.
just thought it was not long ago.
Yeah.
And there's like the Trinity Alps too, right?
Right.
Did you ever jump those?
No, but I've hiked through there.
Oh, is it beautiful?
Yeah. After I retired, I did the Pacific Crest Trail.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up because that was one thing I was gonna mention, and I got into the jumping thing. And I
Yeah.
totally forgot. Yeah. So after you retired, you did a bunch of other badass stuff. Like
Yeah.
you did the whole Pacific Crest Trail.
Right. And in the year after I retired, I did the John Muir Trail, which is like 220 miles. It starts in Yosemite and ends up at Mount Whitney.
Oh.
And which was about doing that for about 3 weeks, to do that 220 miles, whatever. And I remember going by Mammoth, Reds Meadow by Mammoth, and I saw this big 900. I go, my God, somebody just did 900 miles, and just fascinating. And the more I thought about it, the more, maybe I'll do part of it. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, yeah, maybe I'll do it. And then next thing you know, I'm planning on doing it. Yeah.
That is awesome,
Yeah.
man. And
So-
and the femur never came back to haunt you at all.
Never has. I have a plate and 10 screws here, and I got a rod that goes in my hip, and never bothers me. I don't even know it's there.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe we already covered this, but I want to repeat because I think we skipped over it. Your recovery, you told me earlier, and I don't think, did we talk about it already on this?
No.
I think we talked about recovery time.
No.
I mean, because last night you told me it was crazy fast. Like you got injured, was it August? And
August, right. And I started jumping. I actually went through refresher training in March.
that's insane.
Yeah. And because, when you hurt yourself like that, your whole job is just to get better.
Yep. Yeah. Just
And
focus.
so for 2 months, I was not allowed to put any weight on my leg. 3 months, I could put half my weight on it. And at 4 months, I could, actually at 2 months, they said I could put 50%. At 3 months, all my weight. And by 4 months, they said I can do whatever I wanted.
Oh, that,
So, and I was busy skydiving, and stuff. So I waited till I could put all my weight on there before I started skydiving again. But so 3 months I was skydiving again.
oh man. Well, when I messed up that post, one of the comments that came back through was like, well, yeah, that's just like, I think you put your stats out there.
Yeah.
And then one of the comments was like, Well, that's just agency jumps. Walt's
Yeah.
like if you want to count what's your total,
Yeah.
and it's got to be huge, right?
I have 2,700
2,700 total.
skydiving.
Oh, just skydives?
Skydives, yeah.
Oh my word!
So I've jumped out of an airplane 3,500 times.
My word! I don't know. You're the only person I think that I know of that's ever done that, man.
Well, Mitch Dakota, which is an old Alaska jumper here, he's got a lot more skydives than I do.
Oh, does he?
Oh yeah, he's
Really?
got about 7,000 or 8,000 or something. I don't know exactly how many he's got, but I know he's got more than I do, and he's here.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Is he still doing it?
No, well, I don't know. I should ask him, but I don't think he does. He used to own the drop zone in Spain.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In Spain?
yeah, and he was an Alaska smoke jumper. Actually, I think he started in Missoula, and then he went to Alaska.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
Man. Well, that kind of reminds me. Like, so you went to how many years do you have in McCall again? Before
8.
You went to Boise? 8 before you went to Boise. And
Yeah.
So you're just chasing more opportunity and
Yeah.
decided go to
yeah,
Boise.
yeah. They traveled more and won more fires, so that was the draw.
Same. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And I remember on my second fire, I think, out of the base my rookie year, because especially as young new jumper, I was like, I just want to jump all the time.
Yeah.
And one of the guys there, Draz. God, I couldn't think of that name. Did you ever know Draz?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's Jerry Drzezinski.
Oh, really? Jerry Drinsky, yeah.
Yeah.
So I met him, and actually, I don't even know if we're the same fire. I think we were on like 2 different fires, and just like
Yeah.
we were getting picked up together at whatever, Richmond or some local airstrip. And he started talking to me about it, and I was picking his brain. And he's like, yeah, I mean, he's like, there's a lot of folks here that spend about 3-4 seasons, and they get a ton of fire jumps, ton of experience, and basically they go from like, FFT1, squad boss in IC Type 5 to, IC4, task force or whatever quals for AFMO. He's like, so within a couple of years, you could be AFMO if that's kind of your goal. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that,
Yeah.
And that was kind of my goal at the time, was like, jump as long as my body would let me. Because I have Crohn's, so I kind of knew it was like a ticking time bomb of like health.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man, if I can get into Boise, spend 3 years there, or maybe more, depending on how my health's doing, and then go back to a district, and end up not getting picked up there, and I went to West and stayed in the Forest Service and finished out of Missoula, and then that's about when my gut started letting me down. So
Well, back when I was starting jumping and stuff, there weren't nearly as many opportunities as there are now.
Oh, yeah.
And the training was almost non-existent as far as as far as if you got to be a crew boss, that was a huge deal to become a crew boss.
Oh, wow.
Crew boss qualified, and anything over that you probably weren't going to get. I mean, you got chainsaws and pumps and all that kind of stuff, but you didn't get the training like they do now.
Yeah.
Now they give you all the training you want, you're qualified for, and you can move up. And there's more ways to move up into the system too, outside of jumping. So that's why a lot of people now don't stick with jumping so much, because there's so many more opportunities.
Yeah, it makes sense, especially if you're getting kind of pigeonholed at a base or something.
Right.
You move on, because I would venture to think, because it was kind of trending this way when I was there, that most jumpers in their maybe second, third season are probably task force and IC4.
Yes.
So and those, like I said, those are really good quals to have. And then if you stick it out for a couple of years, if you can get your division and possibly IC3, you can go be an FMO somewhere if you want, or go move into something else. So, man, are we missing something? Is something going on right now?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't really look at the schedule too well, because
It starts at 5.
Oh, so we got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Just felt like the parking lot's filling up.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't want to keep you from anything.
Yeah. No, it doesn't start till 5. So.
Oh, perfect. And did you age out? Is that what ended your?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. I thought I read that.
Yeah. When you turn 57, you work till the end of the month, and then you're out of there.
Oh wow, that's quick.
So, yeah.
I thought you got
No.
turn 57, you got the whole year.
No, my birthday was September 5th, and my last day was September 30th.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man, were you trying to get any more jumps before you got out the door?
What?
Like were you like, hey, if I've only got 30 days, throw me at everything?
I got my last training jump in September. I was actually on the list, hoping to get one more fire, because I wanted to get a fire at 57, but I never did. So
Man, that'd be cool.
I got a practice jump at 57, but that was it. So
Yeah, not too many people probably have a fire jump at 57
No.
since that rule.
yeah, but if you're a seasonal, you don't age out.
Oh, true. And there's probably been a few folks that have
Back
gone.
in the day and stuff. There's been a couple that were actually, I'm not sure who the oldest jumper that ever jumped, but I think they're in their 60s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man,
So
I'm only 39. I'm just thinking about jumping in my 60s. And
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
but I'm in not in
well,
great shape.
the big thing is, you got to do the PT test, so.
Yeah, true. Passing that.
And passing it when you get in your 50s is a little bit more difficult, but it was I mean, I jumped 33 years and I did 33 PT tests, and that was it. I never repeat a PT test at all. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah,
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the BLM standard a little higher than Forest Service? Right?
it is. They expect a little more.
Yeah.
So
Like, is it? I'm trying to think. 11 pull-ups
10,
for
10,
us.
10 pull-ups,
10 pull-ups.
60 sit-ups, 35 push-ups.
Oh yeah.
And then mile and a half, you can either do the mile and a half. Well, back then, I think they've changed those things too. So when I was there, it was a mile and a half was 9:30, or you can do 3 miles in 22:30.
Oh.
But if you did the 3 mile, you still had to do the first mile and a half under 11 minutes.
Oh wow.
So
Man, yeah, I think I'd rather just like get it over with
Yeah.
and go a little faster, Man. Yeah, I remember I didn't my third year I went to do ram air training in Alaska and I ended up not making it. I rebooted at the end and just started having like little things and it's like a pace program.
Yeah.
So like I ended up screwing myself in the deal, but I meant to come back and do it, but that's when I was talking to those Alaska jumpers about like their standards and different
Yeah.
things, and that's when I learned that because I had no
Yeah.
idea. I thought it was all the same across
Yeah.
the board. Man, there's something else I was going to ask you about retirement. Now it escaped my brain. Man, dang it, Walt. It's out of my brain now. Another thing I was thinking. This isn't what I was thinking earlier just now, but I was talking to Mark last night before I came and talked to you, and I was like, man, I was kind of mad because when I Googled the fire jump record,
Yeah.
it came up as Loggenecker,
yeah,
and you've been the fire record holder for, a long time. Oh yeah, don't worry. If you gotta take that, it's no problem,
it's
my friend.
okay.
Probably like me bugging you earlier.
Yeah,
But like I said, when I Googled it didn't come up with you, and you've had it for, probably a long time, right?
the record.
Yeah, the fire jump record.
You know what's funny about that was in I can't remember what year it was when I hit 300 fire jumps. I hit it on like the 29th of June, and Longnecker hit it like 3 days later. So I beat him like 3 days to hit 300, and then I went on and I got 395, and he ended up with like 362.
Dang, man, that's
Yeah.
so many.
And he ended up with I think 89 total jumps. So he had more total jumps than I did.
But not by much though, because you're 834.
34.
Yeah.
Yes, but see, he also jumped 5 years longer than I did.
Oh,
He jumped for 38 years.
dang! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Man, so that's really impressive that
Yeah.
you beat him in fire jumps.
See, I had 39 years in fire, but 33 as a jumper, and 6 others before I started jumping.
Oh.
And see, I think he only had one year in fire before he started jumping. So
Oh yeah.
his brothers and stuff jumped out of Winthrop before him, so he had kind of an in there and stuff.
Oh,
So
totally.
so he jumped for 38 years.
Man, I didn't know. That's a long run.
And I think I'm 8 days older than him.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we both retired on the same day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, that's another thing that I found out was really cool about, like, after all the comments from the article, is that I didn't realize that, like, you and Dale were the same age
Yeah.
and had this back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Rod Dow was kind of in there somewhere or something, right?
Rod Dow had the record for a while.
That's what it was. And then you guys passed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think when Dale passed him first, his record, and I think Rod Dow actually had hiked up to his fire, to congratulate him on beating his record or something like that.
Really?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was Rod retired already, or?
Yes.
Oh, he just was aware that was about
Yeah,
to happen?
yeah.
Gotcha. I think Rod's out in Washington, right?
I think, yeah, and I thought I heard something about him. He's up in Alaska right now doing something, so.
That's what someone told me last night, because I was kind of tracking him down.
Yeah, because normally he would come to these things.
That's what I heard. And also what's great about like doing the social media for the NSA right now is I'm learning more stuff all the time. Learning about you and stuff. But I did a post about Big Ernie a while back about like, hey, let's maybe not do as many sacrifices to Big Ernie.
Uh-huh.
And that got a really good conversation thread going.
Yeah.
And from what I gathered, and maybe I read this wrong, but it sounded like Rod Dow was kind of part of the origin story of Big Ernie. Did you read that?
Well, he was before me, so it could have been.
Yeah,
Don't
true.
know.
He's been around for a
Don't know.
while.
The one thing Rod Dow did do was he started the big flip.
Oh, he really?
Yeah, he was one that started the big flip back in McCall. I think it was like in 1974.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
And back then, could you call in?
No.
Oh, because you can call in now, can't you? Like for other bases,
I'm
I
not,
think.
I'm not sure how they do it now.
Me either. I can't remember.
I mean, I think they did. I think a lot of times now that they're kind of discouraging that because they want the winner to be there.
Oh, that makes sense, man. Yeah. I see. I think that's better too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because otherwise, like someone wins over the phone, and then other
Right.
people are like, like the money also, right? Because you can buy back in.
Yeah,
And
right.
so someone somewhere else, it's not like you can put his
Yeah.
money in.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's probably a better deal. And I'm trying to figure out how to like through this podcast do like more events, and I've got a few ideas that I'll probably talk to you off air about, like, because they're not solid yet, and I don't want anyone snagging them.
No.
But some events like a big flip or something like to do more in the shoulder season, because as you're probably aware of, some of the mental health things that like are going through folks in the off season, and
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of almost that separation thing of just being like with your team of bros or whatever fire crew you're on,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, like especially in hot shots, you're going crazy 9-0 for 4 months or so, and then all of a sudden one day you're just like, all right, see you next year.
Yeah.
And then you're off for, what was it, 8 months then? And, I think it get a little lonely.
Well, also that mental health thing too is like there's been a few suicides.
Yes.
And I mean probably more than the national average.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It was our stat for Wildland Firefighters,
Yeah.
and that one is really kind of comes close to home, because when I got to NCSB, do you remember Scott Wicklund? Did you ever meet him? I think it was Scott Wicklund.
Yeah.
He had committed suicide that
Yeah.
winter, and someone kind of let us know that's the reason why like one of us got picked up, possibly me, because I was the last smoke jumper hired, was because they were backfilling for Scott.
Yeah.
And his tour video was Scott talking about smoke jumping and stuff. And you sure I'll take that? You can take it.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Hey. I know I'm being interviewed.
What time do you want me to get there?
Meet me there now.
Okay, I'm still at the condo, so I'm in the hotel.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
I'll leave in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, shoot, we've been here for 40 minutes already. I didn't realize I was taking up so much of your time.
That's okay.
Oh, well, appreciate you. Yeah, so that's like something I've been trying to do with like this platform, is like try to spread more information. Your story, I guess is the word. I was trying to find a better word for it, but like your story. Like you're the fire jump king, and even like talking with Mark last night, and this is what I was gonna thread to, like with damn Google. I wish that was more accurate, but also like I was talking to Mark. I was like, man, I think we should have like a big plaque with like numbers that can change. So like at least it'll give you something to shoot for. Because like NCSB had one, but then I don't think any of the other bases had it. And NCSB I think is only for NCSB folks. I think.
Yeah.
I think Boise has something similar, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, it'd be cool to have it at every base. But then Mark was like, well, you don't have to have numbers because no one's probably going to pass those guys. And I was like, yeah, that's probably right. So it's probably like you and Dale and Rod, and it's probably, I'm probably missing a couple.
There's only, well, actually, it was like Mark Corbett had over 300, Shannon Orr has over 300, and me and Dale. And I'm not sure about Tim Quigley.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, Shannon's thought he might have over 300, but if there's another person over 300 jumps, it would have been him.
Oh, gotcha.
Because otherwise, there's only either 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track, but I wonder if anyone, even like current jumpers, are getting close.
No.
It doesn't feel like it, right?
No.
It doesn't seem like anyone's getting the jumps anymore.
I mean, you got to, 12 a year for 33 years, Well, first of all, you have to jump for 33 years or so, and then you have to have stellar seasons, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, so like when Mark said, like, you just make a plaque.
Yeah.
Because I think he's right. But even so, like for me, like there was no chance I was going to hit it, even if I was still jumping.
Yeah.
I mean, my first year, I think I got 4 jumps,
Right.
maybe 5. Like my highest, I think was like 7.
Yeah.
Like, just not jumping.
In the old days, people didn't really count fire jumps separately from total jumps.
Oh, really?
It was just all total jumps.
Oh.
Because they didn't get as many jumps back then.
Yeah,
so I mean, you got practice jumps and total and fire jumps, and they just counted how many jumps you had.
Oh.
So when you got and the big deal back then was 50 jumps was your first one. You got a pin that said 50 jumps.
Yeah.
Well, now they do that during training, rookie training.
Yeah, totally right.
So
25.
50 jumps, took 3 to 4 years to get 50 jumps.
Yeah.
And then when you got 50 jumps, you bought a keg for the end of the year party or whatever,
cool.
And same way with 100 jumps.
Yeah.
And nowadays everyone be owing kegs, and stuff.
Yeah, true.
But back then it was like every 50 jumps, and then you got a pin for each 50 jumps and stuff. So
yeah.
So it's changed a lot that way. And then after that they started going, well, let's count most people, like, especially in Alaska, they start counting fire jumps,
Oh yeah.
because those are kind of the important ones. And then some people would kind of like try to keep their ratio. They wanted to have a bigger ratio of fire jumps over practice jumps.
Yeah.
But that was kind of dumb too, because then they turned down practice jumps because they didn't want to blow their ratio, So
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
someone saying that during practice jumping,
Yeah.
and that I was on. I was like, and for me, I was just like, well, I think I was in my first year still, so I was like, oh, I'm trying to jump as many times as I can
Yeah.
for the experience, and plus, I think it's fun.
Right.
You know?
And for like practice jumps too, I mean, you can be on like a parachute training deal, like where they're jumping you every day for a lot, and then you can build up your jumps really fast that way.
Yeah.
Where fire jumps, you have to go through the list. Work your way through the list to get your jumps and stuff, so it's a lot different that way.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, especially if you are at somewhere like Missoula, that's a pretty big list, and
Yeah.
if you're not getting on boosts, it could be kind of
Yeah.
a slow year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of experienced that one year. Well, actually, 14 was kind of slow, and I was out of West then, but man, and then we got did you ever? You probably are familiar with the hostage load where you get stuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got stuck.
Been on the hostage load a few times.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, dang it.
Yeah.
Like nothing was really going on. No
And
storms.
they're not gonna let you go.
No. Yeah, they need
Yeah.
we need 8 on the board, and
Yeah.
I was on that 8. I was like,
Yeah.
and all these other guys were going to get in overtime doing division or whatever.
Well, it's really frustrating when you're on a hostage load and you hear everybody else getting all these jumps and fires, or just yo-yoing back and forth off of fires and stuff, and you're just sitting there not getting anything,
Yeah,
So-
totally. Yeah, that's how it was
Yeah.
in West. I was like, well, at least I'm in a beautiful spot in the world.
Yeah.
But could have been worse, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I think that's what I got for you. I don't want to
Okay.
keep you too much longer. Do you
Okay.
got anything else, like any highlights that you can think about that you'd like to share? I guess.
Oh well, one highlight I would say of my career was in '98. I went and jumped with the Russians.
What?
Did a Russian exchange program
Really? In '98?
in '98.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that recent.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we it was Mike Buren and myself from Boise, and Tony Pastro and Bruce Ford. Bruce Ford's here, by the way.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and the four of us. He speaks Russian. He's fluent in Russian.
Whoa.
Yeah,
At
and
least you talked to him.
actually, he works in Russia a lot. If you want to know anything about Russian jumpers,
I would love to.
talk to Bruce Ford.
Yes.
And because he's here, and he worked at the embassy, I think, and up until like last year or something like that.
No way.
Yeah, I think he finally had to leave because of the political
Unrest.
unrest and stuff.
Yeah.
But we were there for 7 weeks, and in Russia, the jumpers are cross-trained with rappelling.
Oh.
So like one fire, we're gonna go to the fire, we're gonna go jump this fire, and this guy we're supposed to crew boss we're going with, he left his parachute at home or something, so we rappelled to it.
Really?
Yeah. So
Oh, that is cool.
yeah, and they don't, and they don't make a big deal about rappelling. Here, they have to go land, get all their stuff set up, and they
Yeah,
go.
configure it.
They just configure it on the deal. They hover over there, they rappel down, and you're on the fire and stuff.
Man,
So-
was that fun then?
It was interesting.
Did you have any rappel experience before
No,
that?
no.
Wow.
That's the only time I've ever rappelled is in Russia.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is a very cool
Yeah.
stat.
And we were there for like 7 weeks.
Really? You got some jumps then?
Yeah. We got only one fire jump, though.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
at least we got one. But we got a bunch of practice jumps while we were there.
Oh, that is
So
cool.
we were in Krasnoyarsk, which is about central Siberia.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Is it similar to Alaska?
Yeah. I think more like Canada than Alaska. But
Oh,
it was,
really?
But it's definitely up in there and stuff. So,
Wow, that is cool.
yeah.
There's an old jump plane, and Bill Moody was talking about it. It kind of looks like a giant biplane or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what we jumped out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said, he's like, I think they're still using them because they're just
Yeah.
tough as nails.
Yeah. And they can carry a lot of people and crews and stuff
Really?
like that. Oh my God, they were loading that one plane up one time. I couldn't believe how much stuff they put in that thing, and we just took off and left.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just do things a little different. I didn't realize how long they've been jumping because they've been doing it since like the 30s or something, right?
yeah. I think pretty much about the same time the U.S. has been doing it.
Oh, gotcha.
And so the thing was with the Russians and the Americans, they developed smoke jumping separately.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the 70s, I think Bill Moody went to Russia to an exchange program, and he came back. One of the things he came back was the drogue parachute,
Oh.
because they're using a drogue, and then that's what how our drogue got started, because we had these Russian drogues, we called them, because that's how they built them, just like the Russian ones.
Oh, gotcha.
So it was an equipment exchange program and stuff. But,
Oh, very cool.
But
Wow.
he came back and did that. He was the first one to do that.
That's cool. So that's wild to think. So probably like 40 some years later,
Yeah.
then this exchange happens
Yeah.
with gear.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really interesting to be
Yeah.
part of because,
Yeah.
I mean, the drogue's been great, especially for, Ram Air. It's,
Right.
we both had the Ram Air exit where
Right.
it's
And-
seated.
And the drogue was the Russians' how they developed it, but it was actually Bill Gargano in California. He's the one that actually built the kill line on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he patented that kill line. So he's the one that put the kill line in there.
Yeah, because when let me know if I'm wrong on this. And I'm going to try to explain it to folks who maybe aren't familiar. The kill line is when you deploy your main, then it kills the drogue, right?
The drogue fully inflates, and when the main opens up, it deflates the drogue parachute so that it doesn't have the drag on the main parachute.
Otherwise, you'd have like a little tail, right?
Yeah,
behind you.
Yeah, it just deflates the opening drogue parachute.
Which is pretty cool because like you've packed them and I've packed them. It's cool to kind of see that. Like it took me like messing with it to really understand it fully. I'm like I get it, how it works, but once you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's a smart idea.
And the two purposes of the drogue was one to stabilize the jumper before he pulls his ripcord, and the other one was to help deploy the main parachute.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. It works great for both, I think. At least in my experience, like I felt like I was, toes to earth and head to sky, like pretty easily. Like I didn't feel like I was in in an awkward position.
Yeah, you could never. I mean, it's strange up. You can't help it being a straight up down position.
Yeah, because with the round, and you'd see it. I mean, not anymore because I don't think anyone's jumping anymore. But some folks would go and they'd almost end up like doing like a kind of a backwards deal where they start rotating like upside down and backwards, and then you have to worry about the static line.
Yeah.
There's this guy who exited out of Reading who had something weird happen that he almost went all the way upside down because of this. Like he was already starting to rotate, and then when the static line caught, it like pulled him more. It was a scary thing. So like, hey, make sure you're getting upright when you get out the door.
Yeah.
That's the only thing like that I prefer with the round was the exits. I really like the stand up.
Yeah.
Or even the one knee.
Yeah.
I like that better than scooting my butt out the door.
Yeah.
I don't know, my arms are short. I was having trouble like getting myself out the door in the ram air,
Yeah.
And the last guys are giving me a hard time. They're like, do a sit-up once in a while, man. Like, get yourself out the door. I'm like, oh, man, I can do a lot of sit-ups. I just can't get it out the door.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's, man, it's been cool to be a part of the program a little bit. And especially for you, I bet, like, going from the round and then seeing the whole transition from ram air to round. And, so you've had a lot of jumps on both. Did you prefer one or the other? Like, would you say you prefer ram?
The square any day.
That's what I was thinking, especially with all your skydive jumps.
See, one of the things with the squares are they can land you a lot softer or a lot harder. They can land you a lot closer, or a lot farther away. Yeah. And with the rounds, but with the rounds, you're at the mercy of the spotter.
Yes.
You got to have a good spot. Where the ram airs, you don't have to have as good of a spot, because you can make up for a missed spot a lot easier. Yes,
totally. Yeah, and that's what I noticed too. Like, just my little experience with it. With the round, like getting yourself orientated and all that stuff, and orientate toward the spot. I mean, the clock is ticking; it's going fast when you're on the round. With the ram, like you said, go through your checks.
Yeah.
Orientate yourself towards the jump spot. Like, and if you're first, I guess you do your bomb turns, to get that separation. But, it feels like you got more time, right? You got time to get some separation from your jump partners. You get yourself time to line up. Like you said, make a run if you have to, and really make a run. Like, throw your hands up and just go. Or you can even kind of float it a little bit. Man, I mean, you just hear, like, all these cool stories of guys like, what's it, Mikey P here at the base. I'm blanking on his last name. But there's a cool story of the guys. He was getting bone out of the spot. Just happened, a combination of things. I think got let out the door a little late. Guy kind of boxed him out a little bit or something, and didn't look like he was going to make the jump spot. Everyone in the jump spot could not see him anymore, drop below the tree line. Somehow, he was able to get that thing to like rise up and get in the jump spot.
Yeah.
And I heard about this, and I'm talking to one of the jumpers, and I'm like, how? And they're like. And another guy who was on the jump, he's like, I was there, magic. That's how, But just like, if you can fly that thing, the capabilities are way higher, and that's what I like. You mentioned earlier, like having options, like having to go back to the round after jumping the ram. I was like, oh man, like you really tell me that your options are limited, So for me, and even when I rookied, I was actually wanting to rookie on the square because. I'd done a little research, and I was already thinking, like, well, all the skydive folks are doing it. No one's jumping this round besides the military and the Forest Service, And it's like, you'd think you'd follow the technology, and if there was more potential to round, other people would be still jumping it, you know?
Yeah.
So that was my thought on it, and especially with, like, the used to be MTDC, or Montana Development Center, Technology and Development Center, MTDC.
Yeah.
and now it's NTDP. But with them being around too, and be able to do some R&D on the parachute equipment, like I mean the future is probably pretty awesome. In the Ram Air world.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. Well, I won't keep you.
Okay.
Already had you for almost an hour. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you.
All right. Maybe we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, I would love to have you.
Okay.